that this policy change will help families come back together.
Under the new policy, the LDS Church now says LGBT members may baptize their children and non-members can have their kids blessed. In addition, same-sex marriage will no longer be considered apostasy, an abandonment of faith, just a sin. But Jordan Scrow, who also grew up LDS, wishes the church would apologize for excluding LGBTQ members.
I mean, we've seen countless lives lost, countless families fall apart into pieces because of this policy.
Still, Scrow, who works for Encircle, a group that provides counseling for LGBTQ youth in Utah, says the changes make her hopeful.
My wife called me earlier and she said, this doesn't really impact us as a couple, but because we're raising our children in Utah, maybe it will be easier for our kids when they're growing up with two moms in a very conservative area because other kids won't call them apostate.
The church says the changes don't affect doctrine. In an online statement, it said it hopes the switch will help members to, quote, show more understanding, compassion, and love, and to increase respect. For NPR News, I'm Daisha Eaton in Salt Lake City.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are living in a time of crisis. We're living in a time of Sodom and Gomorrah times 10,000 times 10,000. We live in a time where good and evil coexist together. We live in a time where good and evil is good. We live in a time where the Father Holy Word Scriptures has been watered down, twisted over, distorted, stepped on, trampled on, walked over, and has been stretched out mile high. We live in a time, brothers and sisters, did you just hear what they said? They said it is okay for the LGBT community to be pushed into church, and it's okay for moms and dads to marry along and have children, and you can bless them. You can bless them, you can baptize them in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. And they also just said that it is not against the Father's law, but it's just a sin. It is against the law of the Most High God, and a man cannot enter to the kingdom if you're doing the things that are of the world. The Father says he either love one or hate the other. And a lot of people are loving the world more than they love Christ. And behold, every knee shall bow and every tongue will confess that he is Lord. Brothers and sisters, we need to be in tune with Christ, and you need to be keeping the commandments of the Most High God, because things are getting ready to happen, and the hammer is falling on the ones that fell it away. Plain and simple. The Father says in the book of Genesis, I create man and woman in my image. I create man and woman in my image so they can be together, so they can populate, so they can make and spread harmony and peace amongst the world. They did not say so he made man with man and woman. Brothers and sisters, this is blasphemy into the word of the Most High God. Plain and simple. That he that has an ear, let him hear what the Ruach HaKodesh, what the Holy Spirit has to say to the assemblies. To all that being said, brothers and sisters, line up, because the King is soon to come.